One and done. So today the antenna I'm going to try using is the K6ARK end-fed half-wave that I built, and yeah, we're going to give it a try. This is some new Soda Beams wire that I got. I just got the green this time, a little more stealthy, and yeah, so this is what I'm going to use. November 3, Whiskey Sierra. QSL on the 5-9 bass drop. You are 5-9 into western Pennsylvania. 73. So one thing that I was concerned with getting the new radio is I got used to the KX2. If I'm on 40 meters on the KX2 and I want to go to another frequency or another band, I press the band key, it brings up a selector, I spin the dial, select 20 meters, and press band again, and I'm on that frequency, I'm on that band. So that's how you change the band on that, and other radios are pretty much the same. Now, if I want to go to, say I'm on 40 meters and I want to go to 20 meters and go specifically to a frequency to hunt a POTA that spotted themselves, instead of pressing band and spinning the dial and then getting to that frequency and spinning the dial until I can find that frequency, and to spin the dial, the KX2 doesn't travel very fast up and down the band. So if I was at the bottom of the band, I want to go to the top of the band, I'll be spinning a while. Well, with the KX2, you can press one button, hold it down for a second, and then it will let you enter in the frequency you want to do, and it does that by, these keys have numbers assigned to it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This dial is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 0. So it's a little strange, but once you get used to it, you can do it. I actually would still make mistakes now and then. Press enter and you jump right to that frequency. So it's not hard to do. The TX-500 has what they call an intelligent dial. So what that means is the tuning dial on the radio, the faster you turn that dial, the faster it goes up the band. You can also set the step that you want the dial to change. I have mine set to 100. You can set it to 10K, 100K, 1000K, etc. But if you're at the bottom of, say, 20 meters and you spin the dial fast, you'll be at the top of the band like that. So it really doesn't take that long to go to a frequency you're trying to find. When you turn the dial slow, then it increments slowly. So you can go really fast till you get to close to where you want, and then just slow down and you get there. And I have found that to be really fast and very efficient, and I actually like it better than just punching in the numbers on the KX2. So I'm on 247, that range. If I want to go to 14,345, slow down, and I'm there. That's that intelligent dial, and I think that works fantastic on this radio. The SWR sweep feature that's built into the radio is actually kind of nice. Now, I will say that the radio tends to show the SWR better than what my Rig Expert meter says. But as long as the radio's happy, I really don't care what it is. If the radio thinks that it has good SWR, then I'm not going to worry about what my Rig Expert says. If that makes sense. If the radio's happy, I'm happy.
Alright, who's next?
November 3, Whiskey Sierra.
November 3, Whiskey Sierra, nice signal, 5-9 into Kilo 3032.
QSL 5-9 from Pennsylvania. Thanks for the activation.
5-9 Pennsylvania, thank you, and we'll talk to you next time. 85YP.
But the fact that this is weather sealed and you could get this wet, again, I don't think anybody's going to take this radio out and dump water on it or purposely set it in the rain. If I'm doing QRP and it's raining, I'm going to set up my tarp and try to give myself some weather protection. But that doesn't mean that water and rain isn't going to splash, and maybe the wind blows and blows droplets in on the radio. It doesn't mean that the radio, that you're going to submerge this radio, which you're not going to do. It's not designed to be submerged, but it's designed a little bit better to protect you from those accidental splashes. Now, it's the same reason I use Write in the Rain notebooks. It's not because I'm going to sit in the rain and take notes. It's because your hands get wet, your clothes get wet when you're out in those conditions, and you may flick some water onto the paper or something like that. But I'm not going to sit out there in the rain and try to write in my notebook. November 3, Whiskey Sierra.
November 3 was Sierra. I got you with a nice 5.9. Good audio coming into Park Kilo 3004.
QSL, got you 5.9 into Western Pennsylvania. Thanks for the activation.
All right, thanks for the 5.9 in Western PA.
The audio on the TX-500 isn't great. The audio on the KX2 is way louder. It's seems a lot louder. I wouldn't say clear, because it is really nice to have the microphone up next to you and I can hear really well. I kind of like the speaker mic because if you see how I operate, I like to set the radio down next to me, and the speaker on the KX2 is behind the radio, and if I set it down on top of a bag, I have to make sure it's propped up so there's some air gap underneath the radio so I get that reflection of the audio coming out of the speaker. But you'll see in my past videos, and I know I do this, I'll lean over and try to hear a little bit better. With this and having the speaker mic right there, I can just kind of put the speaker mic up to my ear and hear. That also means that I could operate in a little bit noisier environments if I can put the speaker up to my ear and not have to wear headphones. I mean, that's pretty much the same as wearing headphones. The cord, the bungee microphone cord, is very tight right now, so it's really short. I mean, this is probably quite a while, but it's a brand new radio. The cord isn't stretched out. I may actually drape this over something in the house to try to relax it a little bit, because it's even though it's a long cord, right now it's very short because it's trying to coil up so much. But I can't complain. And it's not just that it's a new radio, because everybody gets excited about a new radio. It really does seem like a good radio. The spectrum display is nice to have. That's something that I've seen on other radios, and I wish the KX2 had it. The screen is really easy to read. It's getting hit by direct sunlight now, and I can read it without any trouble at all. I don't want to say too much because I haven't had it that long, but I am enjoying the radio, and I'm still very excited about it, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more with it, and getting out in some adverse conditions. I've said this in the comments, and I've talked to other people. There's days when it's been raining or something, and I have avoided going out just for that reason. I don't mind getting wet. In the wintertime, I'll come out, or even when it's drizzling, I'll come out and split wood or do yard work and stuff, things that I can do in those conditions, and I really don't care. I enjoy it. If you limit yourself to only go outside on nice days, you're missing out on a lot of nature. Nature's completely different when it's raining or wet and stuff out. So I am definitely looking forward to it, and getting this radio out in those conditions. And
Tango Oscar Mike.